Hey everybody, how's it going? Punch Easy here, coming at you real quick with another episode of Posing Ain't Easy. Today's episode is all about this event called Octoyber. I'm sure everybody's heard of Inktober. What a thing that would be. I'm sure everybody's heard of Inktober. It's an incredible 31-day challenge happening in the art community, but me and the ACBA team decided to adapt that and kind of form that into something for the toy photography community called Octoyber.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
So the rules pretty much stay the same for 31 days straight. We meticulously picked out 31 awesome, super tight themes to go ahead and be the subject of your toy photography. And just like Inktober, the main focus is to just basically have fun. Of course, you get the benefit of increasing your creativity by taking part in 31 daily challenges, and by the end of the event, hopefully you can come out with some healthier photography habits. Anyway, in today's episode, I'm going to go ahead and take you through my first 10 days of Octoyber, and as always, roll that beautiful bean footage, baby! Woo!
Yo, what's up, girls and boys? It's time to make some noise, cause I'm back and I'm on this track now. Let's talk about some plastic toys. You can bet I pose them all. Legends to Dragon Balls, Batman and Kaijus and Kamen Riders, I collect them all. Gotta make sure your pose is tight though. Make sure your lighting's right yo. Keep it contained because you train for this your entire life, bro. So please don't adjust your TV. This is your host, Punch Easy. Sit back and relax and learn this fact. Posing ain't easy.
Day one of Octoyber, yo, kicking it off right. Rarely used figures, got some Invader Zim boys in the mix, got the Robo Parents, got Dog Suit Gur, and of course Dib in the mix with his camcorder right here. Pretty simple. This is simple as if I didn't painstakingly freaking make this dumb house. So I redrew this house in Illustrator. I printed it at my job and then I took it to my station and I routed it out. All the the tentacles and the power tentacles are routed out separately. The door is separate as well in case I want to open it or whatnot. This thing took forever, man, and this thing is huge. Like these are like 7-inch figures. So this thing is well above 20 inches tall. Maybe it's even 30 inches tall. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. I just remember it was big, and I brought it home, and my wife was a little mad. But you know, we worked through that stuff. Anyway, day one of Octoyber. Super stoked to get this off the ground. Super stoked to see what everybody else has in the mix. And yo, I'll catch you guys in day two. Peace. Oh, and just like that, it's day two of Octoyber. Day two's theme is White Hot. Yo, let me tell you, the best part about this theme is seeing everybody's interpretation of White Hot. There's a lot of guys in the toy community that aren't accustomed with ACBA's version of White Hot, meaning an infinite white background. And watching those cats try and take on White Hot is super interesting. I've seen a lot of interesting interpretations, a lot of fire, a lot of heat, literally and figuratively. It's super tight, but this is mine right here. I haven't gotten a chance to shoot my Gogeta at all, but yeah, this was the perfect time. I also wanted to show my effect that I've been working on. Right here kind of loses a lot of the shimmer and shine doing a White Hot. It's supposed to color shift and stuff, but the contrast is just so high. It's unfortunately you're not able to see a lot of that. You probably see it right here a lot better. But yo, having a ton of fun with Octoyber so far. Glad I was able to get this up before the day ended. I think I'm gonna go ahead and try and do everything the day of. Yo, wish me luck. See you tomorrow. Alright, and here we are in day 3, no dio, no problem, which stands for no diorama, no problem. Generally means, yo, you don't need a diorama to take a pretty tight photo. Decided to make a little, so stupid, a little diorama, and then this Spider-Man, my New York Spidey, breaking the rules, going against the grain. marching to a beat of his own drums. Fucking stupid. But yo, super tight. Just decided to reuse my white hot background. Seems like a lot of people did that. A lot of people were able to knock out white hot and no dye, no problem at the same time. Yo, like I said yesterday, I'm going to try and do these on the day, which means I did this at 11:30 at night. Cool. See you tomorrow. Yo, here we are with day 4 of Octoyber Friday Night Fights. Got Sakura and Ken Masters in the mix, about to square up. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, today I was honestly thinking about skipping today's theme for Octoyber, but I decided, yo, you know what, let's go ahead and let's power through it. Just set up a simple display, not necessarily vanilla because like this diorama is pretty excessive, but just something simple, just practicing some key poses and putting out a photo that I'm pleased with. Didn't want to go over the top with prop work and all sorts of stuff, but I just wanted to set up a simple pose. Sakura right at the end of a high kick and Ken dodging it and then getting ready to deliver a killer right hook that's about to end her whole career, to be honest. But the main thing I wanted to take away from today is, even though I did not want to shoot a photo, I was kind of lazy about it, not necessarily hitting that dip that affects a lot of people in Inktober, but because what am I even trying to say? Well, it's just nice to get displaying every single day. Of course, that is the main takeaway from Octoyber, to instill good photography habits and creative habits and stuff like that, and it just looks that's just what it's all about. Anyway, that's it. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow's Blockbusters. Yo, I'm super stoked about that. Alright, I sound like I am literally a crypt keeper and I've been alive for 140 years. Goodbye. Alright, rolling right into day 5. Today's theme is Blockbuster, and yo, this was my favorite and most anticipated theme so far, just because I love this scene. This is one of my favorite scenes of the summer blockbusters last year, for sure. This is Godzilla King of the Monsters, Serizawa's sacrifice. Yo, let me tell you, I saw Avengers the week before, and this scene got me more emotional than the entirety of that movie. Don't at me! So I had a lot of fun setting this up. As you can see right here, it's just pretty simple. I like doing these super tight shots because I can go and dress my scene really tightly, but when you go ahead and pull out for the seaside, it's just a couple of props. Like I got just this weird little thing from my detolf right here to act as like the top plateau of that pyramid thing, and to hide some of the imperfections in it. You can't really tell right here. Some of this stuff over here in the corner is pink, but to hide that I just slapped one of these other little debris panels. I don't even know what to call them over there. Some more debris panels right there. There's like some architecture in the back of that scene as well that I went ahead and got this thing that I've never ever used. Went ahead and slapped it up here for the first time ever, and this is just some background from, I don't even know, maybe some Batman set or something, who knows. Anyway, but I'm super stoked on how it turned out. I knew I wasn't going to be able to get this Godzilla like super flat. The SH Monster Arts are super tight, but I was never expecting to get him super flat. So I just went ahead, and he's just not even. He's getting some help from from Impossible Geometry right there. So I just went ahead and I cropped it just like this, just shy enough in the corner for where you can't see it right there. Back here I have a HO scale little dude from a set where he's like playing in the snow or whatever. This is the most like hazmat suit looking guy that I had, so I went ahead and used that. Pulling up right here, you can really see the distance that I got between these two guys. That's just because HO scale is pretty small, but it's not as small as this Godzilla. I think the closest to that would probably be like N scale. I don't even know if they make figurines smaller than N scale. I could be wrong. I'm not an expert in scaled stuff. Oh boy, just throw this whole video away. Good lord. Anyway, I just slapped him all the way back there to play with scale. You know, even though he's not the right scale, I just slapped him back there and I just cranked up my f-stop just so I can get everything as in focus as I could. I just had to mess with my settings. He still came out a little blurry, but it really didn't matter. He would be too small for me to get any kind of detail on him, so I just let it slide with the blurriness. Anyway, super stoked on how this came out. There's really not much to say. Oh, I did end up bringing out my fog machine right here. Yo, I haven't used this thing in 8 years. Ironically, I took a bunch of shots with fog, but I couldn't get my f-stop low enough, or not f-stop, what am I talking about? My shutter speed high enough to, or low enough, but yo, I am all over the place right now. I am so sorry. Anyway, couldn't get my settings right to really freeze the fog in the way I wanted it, so I just went ahead and used some of the shots I used without the fog. But it does look pretty cool in motion. Let's get this thing going. It looks really cool right here, like in video and whatnot, but like I said, I really couldn't get it to freeze like I wanted to. But, yep, it is what it is. It's just part of the game. Gotta roll with the punches. Anyway, tomorrow's theme is, I don't know, we'll find out in the next clip. Goodbye. Okay, turns out today's theme was classic team up. Couldn't remember it for the life of me last night. Yo, I was on another planet last night. I was so tired. Anyway, I had a couple ideas for this shot, but I ended up going with these guys. Doesn't get any more classic than Shaggy and Scoob right here. Stupid. There's some fucking stank on that Scoob. Anyway, yeah, super stoked to finally get a chance to shoot these guys. I made these dudes forever ago. I 3D printed this Shaggy head and this Scooby head. It's my first time 3D printing like a bigger custom project like this. My first real big custom project ever. Honestly, my first time painting, and like, yeah, it was just a bunch of firsts, and I'm pretty pleased on how it came out. Like, the Shaggy is not 100% done. I won't go too deep into this because one of the Posing Ain't Easy videos I'm going to be doing is just a deep dive into 3D printing. But yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and slap these two guys up here. Like I said, doesn't get more classic than Shaggy and Scoob. I figured a lot of people would be doing some basic vanilla stuff with like classic teams, like, you know, your Spider-Man, your Fantastic Four, your Goku, and your Vegeta. You know, just stuff. I wanted to switch it up a little bit. I figured why not use a dead meme. This is stupid. But yeah, I just thought it was pretty cool. I had a couple of ideas, and I actually kind of figured that those ideas would be better used for a different theme later this month, so I'm excited to shoot that. Tomorrow's theme, once again, have no idea what it is, but I'll see you in tomorrow's clip. Peace. Alright, and here we are with today's theme. Today's theme is Heist, something I'm not very familiar with. Haven't done it for a competition or just for fun yet, so I figured this would be a pretty cool challenge. I went through a couple of different iterations, but I went ahead and decided to stick with Doctor Strange and Spidey, just hanging out and trying to get a hold of this Infinity Gauntlet. So as you can see, the scene is actually pretty straightforward, much like the Godzilla shot I did. I just love doing super tight shots. That way I don't have to dress the entire scene so much. It's just a couple of props in the background, and then some foreground props right here, and that's literally it. This this Infinity Gauntlet right here is literally just a Thanos. Yeah, oh my god. This guy kind of looks like the Pikachu's crying meme. Fucking stupid. Anyway, like I said, I thought it'd be cool to just do something fun for Heist. I know everybody's gonna be, maybe not everybody, but a lot of people were doing just you know, heist stuff, like robbing a bank. I saw a lot of Great Loop in the Third stuff, and a lot of people, you know, doing Mission Impossible stuff between like red lasers and stuff, and that stuff is super tight. I actually tried to do some red laser stuff right here, but I don't know if my smoke was thick enough or the lasers I have are just terrible, but didn't work out, so I didn't use it. You can see right here that the arm, the portal arm effect, whatever you want to call it, is just Strange's arm. I literally took it off the socket. This is an effect from the Mezco Doctor Strange. I just popped it right on there on his little you know, exposed arm, and then I just slapped his little arm with the actual SH Figuarts effects right here, and I put it behind a Mezco effect specifically because it pegs in to the Mezco effect right there, and then I could use that Mezco effect to, you know, attach it to a Tamashii stage effect right here. And yo, that's basically it. I had a lot of fun shooting this for sure. I really love that the cape is draped over Spidey right there. Yo, that took me forever to get right, and I broke my Mezco wired cape, so hope it was worth it. Alright, here we are. Femme Fatales in the mix. Decided to bust out the Power Rangers. Yeah, I haven't messed with these in such a long time. They're on pretty old SH Figuarts body, so it is a little more difficult to get them into some dynamic poses, but just went ahead and opted for some flips and some high kicks and whatever. I really wish I could have shown the pose off more on this Yellow Ranger, but because of the framing, a lot of it was hidden. But it is what it is. Something nice and simple. Went with White Hot again. Yo, I never ever shoot White Hot, but now that I've gotten it down, I literally can't stop shooting it. Anyway, basically the shot contains of pretty simple stuff. This wind effect has no business being there at all. But it's just some 1000 toys. Bodies right here. I have 3 in total. I use them as like putty stand-ins, even though I do have 1 official putty, but I'm not about to buy like, you know, 6 2-packs. My goodness, some of these guys out here, yeah, respect for buying so many 2-packs to get a putty army. But that ain't me, at least not right now. At least not right now financially. But you know what? We might not get there. Scratch that. Edit that out.
I don't know who I'm talking to. I edit these videos myself.
Anyway, I'm pretty excited on how this came out. Pretty nice. Yo, to be honest, like in motion yesterday, that stuff looked really cool, that whole shot, but at the photos I took did not come out well at all. So it was nice to go ahead and get something that I'm actually pleased with, other than yesterday's shot. So, yo, we'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's theme is Christ. I don't know. Okay, here we are with day 9. Today's theme is partners. I'm gonna be honest with you that that ever-present dip is starting to rear its head. I haven't really been pleased with my shots for the last 3 days, today included. They've just been like kind of just portrait shots. Yesterday was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, yesterday was probably the high point of the last couple of days, but today's was just another portrait. I had not a lot, but I had some trouble trying to figure out some stuff to do. Like, I'm trying to stay away from, like, not popular figures, but like just stuff that I always lean on, like Marvel and Dragon Ball and stuff like that. And I really wanted to pull some more rarely used stuff out of my wheelhouse, and it's a little difficult to be honest. I knew doing a photo every single day for 31 days would be difficult, and I knew the dip would happen probably in the second week, but it's starting to happen right now. That being said, that definitely just really applies to the finished photo. Like, when I have these out on display, I do really like the way it looks, especially in video and in motion and stuff like that. I really like the way these setups and displays look, but in the photos, you know, they could use some improvement. Anyway, regardless of all that, I do really like the way that this flows. Not necessarily the final picture I took, but the way it flows in video and motion, I do really like. I like the idea of, you know, Metal Greymon, Jesus Christ, War Greymon and Metal Garurumon. I love their dynamic, their partnership and whatnot. Obviously, them starting out not really liking each other and then coming to blows, and then them finally overcoming that and merging into one to become Omnimon. Probably one of my favorite moments in the entire Digimon mythos. But yeah, really cool. I've had these figures for a super long time, and I've literally never done anything with them. So it was cool to go ahead and bust them out, bring them out for Octoyber, and like I was saying earlier, that dip is starting to rear its nasty, ugly, dumb, uncreative head. But tomorrow, I'm pretty excited for tomorrow's theme. It is Frenemies. Yo, just literally moments ago I said I don't want to lean on Dragon Ball, but I have the perfect idea for Dragon Ball. It involves a prop that I've been meaning to use for a long time as well. So even though the dip has been happening for the last couple of days, I am excited for tomorrow's theme, and hopefully it'll get me out of it. And yeah, we'll see tomorrow. It'll be pretty funny if tomorrow's scene is trash. Alright, here we are, day 10, Frenemies, what a milestone. We're about a third of the way there, and yo, next to the Godzilla one, this is one of my most anticipated shots. Blockbuster is what I'm talking about. Like, I've had this idea in my head for such a long time, and that's to go ahead and do a Vegeta waiting by the rejuvenation chamber, healing pot, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, I'm pretty excited about how this came out. In my head, it was like a lot lighter, but I decided to go with such a much darker tone. You know, hit Vegeta with a little red right here. This Vegeta took, oh my god, it took, not forever, but it took a good while to go ahead and kit bash together. So these are just the Scouter Vegeta 2.0 arms on the Majin Vegeta body. Those things suck to take off. I don't even know if I can put them back on. Who knows? And I got some of his battle armor back here. That's actually from a DoD Vegeta figure. One of the only figures I know where his battle armor is removable that looks this good. Of course, there's like Super Battle Collection and stuff, but those kind of look terrible. And I don't want to dig mine out, so I went ahead and tried this. I slapped it all the way back there for some perspective. Speaking of stuff back there, it's just a bunch of like wires and tubing and stuff, and I did this to go ahead and get like a real sense of like just this rejuvenation chamber really being hooked up to something pretty much. And I thought I did a pretty cool job. I just got a bunch of tubes and like, you know, electrical wire and like just slapped it back there. Seems kind of wasted because you don't really see a lot of it in the shot. Speaking of the main part of this shot, it's just healing pot, rejuvenation chamber. I got my Saiyan Race on Earth Goku in there. The demoniacal fit head is on it right there just to simulate his hair flowing upwards and whatnot. Yeah, that's it. This rejuvenation chamber is mad old. It's from Jax, or no, it's from Irwin. Super old, but it makes a whole bunch of lights and sounds. I stuck some lights in there. You can actually see this black wire going into the chamber right there. I just hit it with Vegeta. And yo, I'm excited about how this came out. I'm excited about Octoyber in general. Like I said, I've had this idea for such a long time, and finally I got the chance and the motivation to go ahead and do it. Funny thing about today's theme, of course, is called Frenemies, but we should have just renamed it to Vegeta and Goku, because that's literally what everybody is posting. And I even posted like some dumb thing like we should have renamed it, you know, me thinking we should have renamed it to Vegeta and Goku, and then also me setting up a Vegeta and Goku shot. Yo, hypocrisy. But yo, super stoked. We'll see you in tomorrow's theme. Peace. Alright, and there you have it. The first 10 days of Octoyber through my eyes, baby. Hopefully seeing some of my displays inspired you to take part in Octoyber yourself if you're still watching this in October. This is not in a vacuum. This is not in a time vacuum. No. But if you are watching this in October, go ahead and head over to the ACBA Facebook page, as well as our Instagram, our Discord, basically all of our social media platforms, and we'll be blasting every single one of them with Octoyber ACBA themes. As always, thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you for continuing to support my content, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Love you.
この世界の片隅で今を生きる僕らは涙を越えて光の誘え